Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'Hashem, Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem, Rakwak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this pound captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson, and today's lesson is going to be on this video that Elder Apostle Tahar done. Basically, he says, give not that which is holy unto the dogs. Okay, and this is on this dude. Slakia. This is on this dude named Marquette something. I forgot his name. And basically, Marquette Devon, where he's basically like criticizing Israelites, basically. I think there's no real other way to say it. And the thing about this is that this guy actually, Slakia, this guy Marquette, he recently was debating some Israelites. I don't know who they were, but just some random Israelites. And the thing about this is that this has been an ongoing thing where you have these more specifically Israelites that have it in their spirit more recently, or more specifically this year during DJT's run in the office, I didn't even realize that's kind of funny. After that freaking devil got into office, then that's when you got all these freaking 2/3 coming over here and sticking up for Edomites. All right, as things are going on in America as they are, you have so many Jakes that are saying like, oh well, I'm not gonna go hating the white man, I'm gonna go hate Esau. I love Esau. Esau's like, what the fuck? Anyway, Slacky, that's another lesson altogether, but still, all right, that's crazy. To continue on, Slakia, the thing about this is that well, first off, let's read this. Matthew 7 verse 6, give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again to rend you. And that's the thing, we're not supposed to be wasting our time, which is why me personally, I try not to engage. I'm speaking as an individual. All right. Sometimes I do engage in conversations / discussions, but I try, keyword try, not to engage in full-fledged or full-on debates, because I believe that it is a waste of time to do so. The reason being is because people, they don't actually want to hear. Okay, and that's basically that's it. Slocky, that's it. That's basically it. Where they don't really want to hear it. The thing about debates is that it's only about who can shit. Alright, Slakia. But as I was saying, we read Matthew 7 verse 6, where it says, give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, which basically, you are like, think about this, Slakia, think about this. You have some fancy diamond, okay? You have a fancy ring, okay? Why would you give that ring to an animal that's not going to appreciate it, that's not going to see the value in it, when you can give that ring, okay, let's say it's a fancy ring, okay? I was about to say food, but I guess ring is better. You're going to give the food to your loved one, okay? So where maybe they will appreciate the value of it. They'll say, oh my god, this is nice, X, Y, and Z. I don't have a better example, but you basically get the the example. All right. So this would be an example of Saki. This would be an example of not casting your pearls before swine by giving something that is actually of value to someone that's going to actually appreciate it. The parallel to this is you teaching, or Slakia, excuse me, you trying to teach to someone that does not care about listening and or has an open mind or a willing mind to listen to the word of Yahawadah and Yahawashi. So you are fruitlessly trying to teach to someone that does not care and will ultimately not appreciate the time and effort that you took to break something down and say, oh well, this is why X, Y, and Z, which is why this truth. This is why Slaki, which is why brothers, lots of different brothers say that this truth is not for everyone. It's not for everyone because so many people do not appreciate or do not even understand, the importance, all right, of Slaki, of I guess what's it called? The importance of why putting your time towards something, or people just think that oh yeah, well, I don't believe Israelites, I think God loves everyone X, Y, and Z. So you're gonna have people that are gonna think like that, and they are again closed-minded. All right, now to continue on, let's continue to the next precepts. Proverbs 18 verse 6: a fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. And this is another thing where only a fool will seek out contention and stuff like that, where it's like you're arguing just for the sake of arguing, where there's no real understanding. Like the thing is, let me see, because I remember searching for this before. Debate, a formal discussion on a particular topic in a public meeting or legislative assembly in which opposing arguments are put forward. All right, well, Slakia, there was basically debating was in the last time, in one specific instance where I searched it up, it had a special meaning behind it. Slack, I forgot where I saw it, but basically the meaning was basically like two honest, like, or Slacky, or I guess honest debates. Let me see something. Honest debates. Okay, so yeah, an honest debate is a discussion where participants engage with each other in a truthful and sincere manner, even when they disagree. So basically, what happens in the debates now, these are not honest debates, especially with Israelites, all right, where oftentimes is Christians and Israelites. I mean, Slakia. Within Christians and Israelite debates, what those debates are like constantly trying to just argue for the sake of arguing, where I've literally seen Israelites not go to more definitive precepts or avoid certain things, like trying not to make the thing be definitively done, or like decisive, okay, to the point where they give them a little bit of room to keep on arguing, where it's not as clear cut, rather than a verse that literally says God hates Esau, where, like, if you just went to Romans chapter 9 verse whatever. All right, and again, whereas the Christians are going over here trying to dance around the scriptures, all right, trying to make it seem something, trying to say that Gentile only has one meaning, and it never means anything else, all right. Again, where it's just dishonest. And in addition to that, if ever one of the opposing sides does have an actual definitive decisive verse or definitive decisive argument, all right, what happens instead is that the other side just laughs or tries to ridicule them or try to make it seem like they're dumb and whatnot, even though they are in the wrong. And that's why these debates are a waste of time, because they aren't honest. They aren't grounded in any type of attempt of understanding the other side, where it's just like, okay, so you know what, we're just going to keep on debating because this is just content, this is just entertainment for the people, all right, which, you know, that is what it is to the people, where, you know, even again, there was often times when me personally, earlier on in the truth, I would just watch debates between Sakari and whoever, and you know, it was entertaining. I was able to, you know, sit through, but now, you know, I'm over here trying to actually learn, and I've been, you know, taking actual notes in non-debate videos. Okay, I still take notes to this day. Okay, I still, like, whenever I hear something that a brother says and I didn't know about that, I'm like, oh wow, that's something. Let me stop what I'm doing while the video's playing. Let me stop the video, pause the video. All right, let me go to my notes, write that down. Let me go to my documents, which I keep on accidentally showing in this in my videos. Okay, which, by the way, this is it. This tab is always open. This is my notes where I always put stuff in, where it's like, okay, so let me write down some notes. Let me put this in. X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 all that stuff. Like, these are the important things that we need to do, because it's very important. It's productive to us, you know, being in this truth, all right? Because we need to be able to always know. It's not about, oh, who can make the other person look bad in a debate, all right? So continuing on, Proverbs chapter 17 verse 14, the beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water, therefore leave off contention before it be meddled with. Okay, so basically we're supposed to stay away from contention slash debate slash all these arguments and stuff like that. It's like, this is not for us. And ultimately, as I was just saying, it's a waste of time, because no one wants to actually learn. No one wants to actually see the other person's side, and even when they see the other person's side, you know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because even when they're wrong, they still are going to try and fight to be right. All right, Titus chapter 3 verse 2, but avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. All right, and it's another thing. Avoid these foolish questions, like these waste of time debates, like, where you have these people saying, "Oh, did you say this? Does the Bible say that? Does the Bible say this? All right, X, Y, and Z." When they know the answer and they're asking it in a condescending manner to try to just be contentious, or better yet, try to start arguments, when in actuality, you know, that's not. Again, you have to think about it like this. It's like you're holding some precious gem or precious rock, all right, and you're walking in a dumpster with it, and you're dirtying that dumpster, or you're wearing your nice clean clothes, and you're going through a sewer for no reason. You're not gaining anything out of walking in a sewer, all right? So why are you going to dirty your clothes, dirty your diamond, dirty your whatever, for nothing? You're not gaining anything from it, all right? So that's why it's like you're throwing your pearls before swine, all right, and you're not gaining anything from it. You're just arguing for the sake of arguing. Like, this is a literal waste of time. All right, and if I forgot what that one precept was. What was it? It was Is it Acts? No, I don't think it's Acts. Bear with me one moment. I need this before I forget it. Oh, here. Okay. Forbid him. Luke chapter 9. No, hold on. There's another one. It was, Okay. Here. Slock, I remember now. It's, if
I love my resume, but I gotta find the right word. Not consider.
Oh, it is Acts. Acts chapter 5 verse 39. But if it be of Yahawa, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against Yahawa. Also, Luke 9:50, and Yahawadah shall say unto him, forbid him not, for he that is not against us is for us. So basically, when it comes to people preaching repentance, all right, the main thing is that if you actually believe that the Israelites are not of YAHAWAH, then you wouldn't be wasting time, because we are, number one, we're still preaching and telling our people to repent. We're telling our people to stop being niggas. We're telling our people to stop shooting each other, to stop killing one another, stop treating each other like garbage. We're telling our people to repent. So if you, the Slakia, we aren't telling anyone to go harm people. All right, we're not pushing for violence. Okay, we even the Bible, even the scriptures say, avenge not yourselves. All right, I guess let me get that. Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. And again, this is where there's a divide, where we're not supposed to be going out around being violent. I'll say I, more even most of us, we say we don't, but we might not like you, like Edomites and other nations or whatever, all right, but still, we don't go out of our way to incite violence, and we even condemn violence. We even tell our people, hey, you're not supposed to be doing all that stuff. Wait on the Lord. All right, wait on the Lord. All right, and the Lord's gonna handle them. But even then, that's not us. We're not doing it. We're not promoting that. But we tell the people what their judgment is, and it's not by skin color, by the way. I guess I need to say that, because so many people always want to think that it's about skin color. No, it doesn't matter if you look like an Edomite or a so-called white person, so-called Chinese. Okay, you could potentially be an Israelite, but it's not by your appearance. Okay, just need to let that be known. Anyway, continuing on, Slakia. Let me remember. Basically, just the simple fact that we tell our people to repent, to get out of that wickedness, is we tell our people to get out of that wickedness. That should be grounds enough for you to just leave us alone, especially if you thought that this wasn't from Yahawadah Yahawashi, but it's simply because you want to take take it upon yourself to get involved. You think that this is a threat to you and your thing, then that's why you want to get involved, because you know that this is that there's truth to us, and the fact that the Lord is putting His Spirit on us, which is why we know the scriptures way more than you. And on top of that, atheists know the scriptures more than Christians. All right. So continuing on, I want to yeah, Slucky, this is a good one. Mark chapter 4 verse 2, and he taught them many things by parable, and he said unto them in his doctrine, hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow, and it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of the earth. Slakia, verse 6. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And other fell on good ground, and did yield fruit, that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, and some 60, and some 100. Basically, this is a parable to explain how, the seed is the truth, all right? The truth is sown into someone, all right? So as a result of the seed being put into someone, depending on that person, if they have, if they're not accepting it, then they're just not going to accept it, and it's just the truth is going to go away or brush past them, okay? Or they might accept it at first, and then the next day, you know what? I don't really care about that whole Hebrew Israelite thing. I'm good on that, and then they just keep on going to being the wicked demon that they are. Or it's going to, it's going to plant inside them. It's going to grow, and they're going to actually be a diligent servant. And depending on who they are, they'll grow great in the truth. 30 fruit, 60 fruit, 100, whatever. Okay, as per the example in the parable that the precept had given. All right. So yeah, this is an example of that where it greatly depends, okay? But it's not up to us, which I'm going to get into that right now, which it's not up to us to pick and choose whether someone's going to get it or not, because the Lord made us different, and the Lord made different people susceptible to this truth, all right? And not per your appearance, okay? I just keep on saying that because people, they be not listening. John 15:16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, and that whatsoever ye shall ask of my Father in my name, he may give it to you. He may give it you. Basically, we do not choose YAHAWAH. The Lord chooses us. YAHAWAH chooses us. So an example is, let's say you're 3 siblings, okay? The first sibling gets the truth, they become a diligent worker in it. Second sibling doesn't receive the truth, hates it, all right? Third sibling gets it a little bit, then, they dabble in it a bit, and then, they leave. The first sibling might want both siblings to get it and stay in the truth, but that's not up to that first sibling. If the Lord did not make it so that all 3, and if the Lord only chose the first sibling, and that first sibling is the only one that's going to get it, because it's the Lord that chooses, and there's not going to be no sibling forcing the other 2 or forcing one of them, whatever, to stick by it, okay? Because I've seen that with these TikTok videos where you have a bunch of Eves, you have a bunch of Eves complaining about how their Hebrew Israelite dad, forced them to a cult, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, like, that's why it's important to, let people have to receive this of a ready mind. It's like, you can't be forcing this on people. But, yeah, like, if they don't care, then just, that's it, that they don't care. Okay, the Lord said he came to bring division, all right? Job chapter 12 verse 16, which with him is strength and wisdom, the deceive and the deceiver are his. The Lord was also the one that chose to deceive the other 2 siblings, to deceive the other people, okay? The Lord was the one that said, okay, you know what, I don't like this person, so I'm gonna make him go to fucking atheism or Christianity or Islam or whatever bullshit other doctrines that there are. Okay, or maybe he said, "Oh, I'm gonna let him follow Israelites," but he's not gonna believe in the I don't know what, virgin birth or something like that. I don't know something, not necessarily virgin birth, but whatever. Okay, Slakia, I guess I have to say, Mary did have sex and with Joseph and Slakia. Mary did have sex with Joseph. I'm not gonna explain it because that's another video. I think I already made a video on that. But yeah, Luke chapter 3 verse 23 goes into the genealogy of Yahawashi, and Joseph is listed as Yahawashi's father, so that is a part of it. Anyway, continuing on, let's go. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And once again, just goes to further show and solidify that yes, the Lord is deceiving the people. So deceiving the people that are currently deceived and dealing with the people that are not deceived. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Wakwak, Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad, Ball, and Shalom.